I'm live. It doesn't show that I'm live on my page yet, but hopefully it's just because my thing is slow. I hope. There it is. Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wish you could see more of my background. It's really cute. But the fun part is way down here. That's all right. Okay. I can always lift it up too. He's cute. All right. Hi, guys. So tonight we are doing a wonderful card. This is so funny. So I have to tell you, before we start that, I really do like when good cards show up, like happy cards and stuff, except that for some reason, I really think, at least in the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition, a lot of times the good cards are very typical. Like they're very much the same. So it's hard to find different kinds of examples of some of the good cards because they're very similar across the board. I was complaining to my admins tonight as I was getting some more cards together that I was really sick of seeing rainbows today. I'm like, come on, give me some cards without rainbows in it. But, you know, I do like to do the good, you know, the good happy-go-lucky cards. It's just like, oh, gosh, can we have a little originality? So I worked really hard to try to find some original kind of different cards, which I did. So I have the cards kind of in 3 different sections. The ones that are going to seem very similar to each other, I just pulled, like, I don't know, a couple, and we'll go through them really, really quickly. They all have rainbows on them. The ones that are basically the same, just with no rainbows. And then the ones that are a little bit different anyway. So we have a couple different kinds of cards anyways. So hi, Claire. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Coastal. Be in and out of chat, no problem. Hi, Lorelei. Thea, hi. Sonia, hi, honey. Carmen, Michelle, finally able to make it to my first live. Well, welcome, Michelle. Hello and welcome, welcome. Hi, M.A. Sherry, Thomas. I'm actually here at the beginning of the live. Okay, woohoo. The Hen House. Hi, honey. And Indigo Sky, hi. So I am happy that you are all here. Rainbow as in Zippy, Bungle, and George, or rainbow as in Dio. That second rainbow at least did Tarot Woman, right? Well, this is, you know, there's so many. We're doing 10 of Cups tonight, which is a great card. It's a very happy-go-lucky card, but like trying to find, I don't know, a couple cards. I have to say, I did find quite a few that are different just because I have way too many decks. So there are some that are a little bit different anyways. But I had to go through a whole lot of decks just to get like a couple different kinds of cards. The Sun and Moon doesn't have a rainbow. That's true, it doesn't. But it does have a couple on there, all lovey-dovey, and I didn't even pull that one. Like seriously, because it's either rainbows or at the very least, I have 3 sections. One is rainbows. Most of them have couples. 2 is couples in lovey-dovey ways. No rainbow maybe, but it's it's not that it's not. It's funny that I really, really like some of the really dark cards that people don't like to see pulled. Like there's some awesome looking tower cards and devil cards, and I guess teaching wise, it's more interesting when it's not a happy-go-lucky card, and that's terrible, but true. Step 1 is admitting the problem. I have admitted nothing. Nothing. I've admitted nothing. So, hi, Leanne. I am here. I realize my last video yesterday, I did a video last night, starting out with the spring decks, and I was supposed to come back on and do another one. And then my husband got home, and we kind of ate dinner together and relaxed and stuff. And he stayed up way later than he normally does, so I just kind of hung out with him. So I do have the second part of that video left to do, and then the third part of that video left to do, which is indie decks and then oracle decks for spring. Maybe it's easier to be creative with the darker cards. I agree. I think. Mama, can you please place me in your Reiki basket? Just had cataract surgery. I absolutely will, for sure. You will be in, is it behind here? Yes. I think it's right there. So yes, I absolutely will put you in there for sure. And yes, I got a new backdrop today. I don't know what my obsession is with mushrooms. I think it's because I'm allergic that I'm obsessed. I think they're really cute and stuff, so I'm obsessed with mushrooms. Tara, Pig, and Cat's Heads, loving kitties. See? Again, loving couple, which, okay, I get it, but do something different. Hi, Hexen. I 100% figured you would be too tired to come back in yesterday. I know what. You know, I was totally gonna. But I thought, nah. I have both eyes done in December. It wasn't bad. Oh, good. Good. I had, apparently it's very similar to the laser surgery that I had for my eyes. And really wasn't that bad. They really have moved very far ahead, and it's really not as bad as it used to be. But I promise you, I'll put you in that basket for sure. Has anyone been wearing any Earthrunner sandals? I want to know if they're worth the price. Ooh, I have not. I am into my five-fingered toe shoes. I have my toe shoes on a lot. By the time spring comes, I'm like, yes, into my toe shoes. I have 3 or 4 pairs now, and that's all I wear, like the entire summer. So I am moving mushrooms and jellyfish into the same playlist. Right there you go. I was just thinking of mushrooms. I had the one done yesterday. I still blurry lens replacement. I gotcha. I'm a barefoot person. Me too. I love my my barefoot for sure. Mimi, I have that one out. I did not forget it for sure. It's definitely one of the ones I have pulled because I like that one too. What brand of the toe shoes is good? Vibram. To me, Vibram is the best. That's the one that I have the most of. I have 1 or 2 pairs of other ones, but Vibrams are my favorite. V as in Victor, IBRAM. Love. Yes, that separate my toes. Okay. So I have figured out my back issue is my sciatic nerve. But yeah, see? There's no way I'm going to be able to show the front of those. Oh, kind of. There. Yes, they separate your toes out. And I absolutely love these shoes. They're very comfortable. They're supportive. I'm allowed, I can go through any kind of ground. Absolutely love these shoes. I swear by them. I have worn them for years. I wore them when I was on my feet all the time as a mammo tech. Do I wear toe socks with them? I do when it's cold. Because I will say the top of these is like a fabric, a stretchy fabric. And so if it's colder, like today was like 50, 45, 50. If it's a little chilly out, I will wear toe socks with them because it can get a little chilly. In the summertime, I don't wear any socks at all because they're fabric on the top. And I don't need socks with them at all. You just throw them in the washer when they start to get a little stinky. Or I use like powders and sprays in them and stuff. But I wash them probably every other week or so. Yes. Yeah, and I really love them. Have to say, I love them. I'm afraid to wear sandals now because of my diabetes. Oh, right? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Okay, so let me just say, so at some point, probably this week, I would say maybe tomorrow, it depends. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I have kind of a busy day tomorrow, so I may be on tomorrow with the second part of that. Depends on what's going on when I get home. What's tomorrow? Oh, yeah, Wednesday, and then Thursday is runes. Definitely by Friday, I would think I'll be back on for at least part 2 of the Spring Deck series that I started yesterday. Hi, long hair, skinny-eyed toe. Thinking of getting earthing moccasins and earth runner sandals and earthing footwear. Sounds good. That's partly why I love these toe shoes, is because it makes me feel much more connected and grounded, because I feel almost barefoot. You know, it's a lot more support than barefoot is, but it makes me feel more connected. And so that's partly why I really like these. Okay. So I will come back on at some point this week and finish up the Spring Deck series. We started with an hour-and-a-half long video of mass market spring decks for mass market spring decks. And then I have the indie decks out, and then the Oracle, spring Oracle decks that I pulled out to go through. And I will also be doing some Beltane videos very soon, this week or this weekend. We'll have another planning meeting for those of you that are in the planning committee. If you have not been to a planning meeting, you are not in the committee, just so you know. What else? So I will be doing, that is Sunday. The next planning committee meeting is Sunday for Witchypalooza. And I will be making an event. I'm trying, guys. I'm a little bit behind, and I'm a little overwhelmed, but I'm trying really hard to catch everything up. My back pain is better. It's localized now, so I can tell where it's coming from. It's my right sciatic nerve, because it's but pain, I can deal with pain. Pain doesn't bother me as much as it does some people. It's a pain in the butt, literally. But at least I don't get caught without my breath because it's so much pain, or I can stand up and sit down and stuff. Okay, so in the meantime, the card that we are doing today is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is a bright, happy-go-lucky, everything looks like sunshine and roses. I guess part of it, it's funny, it's not that I'm not a happy person. I am a happy person. I'm also a very sarcastic person. And so I guess it's, when I pull this card, I'm always like, yeah, how long is that going to last? Which is terrible. It's a terrible mindset to put yourself into. And really, you should be in this mindset all the time, because then you are telling the universe this is the kind of mindset that you like, that you want to be in. But because I'm kind of a sarcastic, skeptical person, if I pull this card, I always feel like, when is this going to change? Which is awful. It's so bad of me. Like, I have got to stop that. But it's kind of how I feel. But this is one of those cards that is so happy and so like everything is turning out perfectly for you, that I tend to be skeptical. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Be like this card. Feel like this is like this all the time, and you will bring that abundance to you. So let's start with The Ultimate Guide to the Tarot by Liz Dean. And we'll see what good old Rider-Waite-Smith deck has to say. I keep getting that card during lockdown alone, and the irony was ridiculous. See? Yes, it is. Very happy. Everything, rose-colored glasses. I always think of, oh, look, you're looking through rose-colored glasses. And I think somewhat. I love my Aunt Nancy, and I love her. We've gotten along so much better now that she's not living with me. But I always think of my Aunt Nancy because everyone out of everyone I know, she is the person that walks around with rose-colored glasses all the time. And it gets really annoying after a while. When things are falling apart, I don't want to hear how, oh, it's okay, everything is wonderful. It makes me want to beat her up. But that's who I think of when I see this card too. So the elements for this card obviously is water. It's cups. The astrological association is Mars and Pisces. Prosperity, joy, family, and contentment. Here is an idealized family scene. Mother, father, and their 2 children who are dancing. We see their home established above a river, and from the river plain below, the couple beholds 10 glowing cups in the sky arranged on a rainbow arc. The river flows, trees grow, and not one cloud can be seen in the sky. This family lives in abundance, shown also by their smart clothing, and they appear to be celebrating their achievement. This is their kingdom. The card's Tree of Life sphere. What could be happier than this place of security and contentment? I swear to Goddess, there was a time last year where this card came up repeatedly in daily draws. I know we have to trust the process, but I'm a realist. It didn't apply to me at the time. It is hard, and sometimes it is we'll talk about it, but there are times if you feel like, what the hell is this talking about? I don't feel this at all. It means that you need to look at life in a different way and celebrate life more so that this kind of energy can come to you. If you pull this card and you're like, bullshit, then you need to celebrate life more, and life's just everyday life. Celebrate the little things in life and watch that abundance start flowing to you. It means that you're like me, you're a little sarcastic, you're a little skeptical, you're a little that kind of person. And you need to start looking at it differently so that the universe can start to give you abundance like you're supposed to be having, like you deserve to have. What could be happier than this place of security and contentment? The focus here is on the ideal of perfection. This is the perfect life, blessed by a vision of the 10 cups. The rainbow is a symbol of hope and reward. We see only the backs of the couple, and although the children are engrossed in their own game, they are happy entertaining themselves while their parents raise their arms in thanks for all they have been given. In numerology, 10 represents completeness and perfection. In the 10 of Cups, this has the greatest meaning of happiness, the meaning of the greatest happiness. Out of the 10 cups, 4 are directly touching, perhaps reflecting the familial connection between the 4 figures. So there's 4. See the 4 right in the middle here touching? That reflects the familial scene underneath, the 4 perfect people here. The 10 of Cups astrological association reveals that feeling rather than intellect is foremost. Don't forget, Cups is emotions. The warlike influence of Mars dissipates when in the sign of gentle, idealistic Pisces. So the focus is on intuition and emotions, the emotion of feeling. So this may not necessarily mean that everything in life is perfect. It should mean that your emotional being, your state of emotional being, should be happy and should be one of thanksgiving and saying, look at the things that we have. Look at what I can be appreciative of. And that will bring in more of this abundance, okay? So upright meaning, one of the most positive cards of the Minor Arcana, the 10 of Cups reveals the benefits of love and the security of family. It favors children as an expression of love and often reveals that children will do well socially and academically, succeeding in their studies. The card therefore predicts great happiness for couples and families or equivalent close friendship groups. So again, it may not be your immediate family. It may be your tribe, the people that you have chosen to be family. In work, the 10 of Cups shows peace and harmony for business partnerships. Togetherness, not competition, will be your strength. In relationships, this is an emotional time in a wholly positive way. Partnerships built on stability and trust become even more rewarding and supportive. Different generations of a family may come together and put aside old disagreements. It's a common card for forthcoming weddings, parties, and other significant celebrations. So this is a woohoo! Everything is going well. It is time to celebrate. It is time to love one another. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Come and love one another right now. That's another song. I know I posted a different one, but that makes me think of that. Definitely one of those really happy-go-lucky, right? Celebrate. Dance to the music. Dance to the music. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of great songs for this card. It's time to raise them up. Yes, Maypole and love one another. Yes, it is. It's time for sex in the fields. Woohoo! Exactly. Love that song, right? Hell yeah. So very happy-go-lucky. Everything is sunshine and roses. And if it isn't, that is what you should be celebrating. That is something that you should be looking forward to. That is something, some of that energy, you should be trying to embody some of that energy so that the universe can reflect that for you and bring some more of that abundance kind of stuff in. So, the Tome of Tarot, Holistic Tarot by Benabel Wen. Make learning so much funner and easier. Thank you. I hope so. I hope so. I try. Happiness, joy, felicity, content family. 10 golden goblets are embedded into a rainbow that stretches across the blue sky. A family beneath it celebrates. The man and woman embrace, joined at the hip, arms open in the air. Their 2 small children are joining hands and dancing. A river leads up to their comfortable cottage in the distance. So yay, sunshine and roses. 10 of Cups represents ultimate happiness. The seeker can enjoy a happy life, true friendships, rewarding relationships. The card is not necessarily an indication of wealth or material prosperity because, again, it's cups. We're talking about cups. And so it is emotion. It is the emotions of feeling, yay, this is wonderful. We love each other. We have everything we need. This doesn't necessarily mean you are financially set for life. Your children's are set for life, that kind of thing. That's more the 10 of Pence. But the 10 of Pentacles is very much about enjoying your family, about emotionally feeling like, yes, everyone here is good. We are all connected. Nobody, is going through such a hard time that they shouldn't be happy. Aw, thank you, guys. You're so sweet. Mr. Mama's favorite Sabbath. That's right. Beltane is my husband's favorite. He waits all year for it. Yeah, it is cold today here too, Kay. I'm a little chilly tonight for sure. I know, Court. I'm sorry, sweetheart. This is not a card for you this week, huh? But if you start pulling this card, that is the universe saying that you should try to embody this this wonderful 10 of Cups is clearly showing your Thanksgiving photo. Yes, I love that picture. The picture that I posted of me and all my boys together. Where, here we are in this little trailer. We didn't even have an oven. We had, a toaster oven type thing. But we were all together. Everybody's happy. Even my idiot son who looks funny in the background because I think he's flicking us off or something. But it's like the perfect celebration. And everyone was here. It was great. I found out yesterday that our schools are closed again, so I'm going to need this card to keep my spirits up. Ugh. Oh, honey, I know it. Canada's having a hard time again. 10 of Cups is probably a good rainbow gathering card, right? Yes. That photo was fierce. Thank you. I love that. I know. I'm sick of COVID too. We're like, if we can just hang on, guys, we're almost to the end of that horrible thing. If I pull this one and it seems like an FU from the cards, I guess it's time for me to make a gratitude list. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. No, I'm not checking that right now. That was about business. Okay. The rainbow is indicative of the message, a promise from God. The heavens favor the seeker and will align conditions in the seeker's life so that you will likely find ultimate happiness. Despite past difficulties, trouble, and many disappointments, the future for the seeker will be bright and beautiful, balance between heaven and earth. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is very much a happiness and joy card. Not as much the financial, material wealth. This is much more about the happiness, joy, and emotions of being happy. Hello, little crow. I was kind of hoping it was a bat, but it's a little early still for the bats. Did you find any non-rainbow cards? I did. I did. Saxon tradition only had 2 seasons. Yep, summer and winter with Beltane and Samhain dividing the 2. Yes, exactly. Exactly, which kind of feels like that. It's funny when we talk about spring being here in Ostara and there's still snow on the ground and stuff. Yes, yay, fairy workings. Be careful, but have fun with it. I love doing my fairy workings. I've also learned to be very, very specific about what I'm asking from the fae. When you pull this, woe it up and enjoy what the day has for you. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Exactly that. Exactly. So the last one is Modern Tarot by Michelle T. Wintern Road Construction. I hear ya. New York has that too. So I learned to read tarot when I was a 15-year-old goth, alongside my similarly gothic best friend Peter. We did the serious, ritualistic things you're supposed to do with our precious decks, wrapped them in silk, slept with them beneath our pillows, which is very hard to get a good night's sleep with a hard chunk of tarot under your head, FYI. As together we learned the vagaries of the suits, the powerful forces of the major arcana, certain cards began to present themselves to us. In Peter's words, coupons, a ticket from the universe entitling you to some dazzling, much yearned for experience. To be honest, most people who seek a tarot reading are hoping for a coupon. Get out of jail free card for bad behavior, a signed check if times are tough, a bolt of inspiration, or in the case of the Ten of Cups, a promise of happily ever after. The Ten of Cups is a glyph of familial fulfillment that is deeply profound and yet totally ordinary. Sorry, guys. I have an itch on the end of my nose that is driving me nuts. Doesn't that mean you're going to kiss a fool if your nose starts itching? I think all cultures see. Yep, absolutely. Yes, I've done a few before, but I want to try something a bit more specific. There's some Morgan Meal who was saying workings and conjunctions with the plead. Yes, that sounds awesome. Death intolerable. Deeply profound and yet totally ordinary. Totally ordinary. The couple depicted here, decked out in simple outfits, they either sewed by hand or maybe dug out of the free box at the local farmer's market, aren't newlyweds beaming with the novelty of cohabitation. I hear it means money. I know, left hand, can't remember which it is. Either left hand means you're coming into money and right hand means you're going to kiss a fool, or maybe it's your nose you kiss a fool. I can't remember. My grandma used to know all them. the 10 is the grand finale of the cup's emotional ups and downs. This couple has been together through some crazy twists and turns, yet they wound up here, enjoying a pretty day, their arms wound affectionately around each other. Neither are they celebrating a big anniversary or marking another noteworthy occasion. This is a simple scene. Two people taking a moment to enjoy the dazzling rainbow that has popped up in a clear blue sky. Okay, I guess that's pretty special. Their kids aren't fighting, possibly for the first time that day. The stream is lush and flowing. Their house, surrounded by protective trees, is super modest, but don't you bet it's way charming inside. Like one of the pair hand-batiqued their bedroom curtains, or built shelving out of driftwood, or lined their cabinets with herbs stuffed into gleaming glass jars. The kind of home you come to for a dinner party and wind up staying all night. The beautiful children falling asleep by the fire as the grown-ups stay up late sipping homemade mulled wine and sharing stories. You want an invite to this family's gatherings. When you get the 10 of Cups, it's time to pause and take time to really enjoy this moment of peace and abundance in your family sphere. Whether it's the family that birthed you, the family you birthed, or the comrades you pulled around you to create community with. Maybe even all three. There's that much joy packed into this card. Certainly, such domestic bliss hasn't always been the case. And just as true is that magical rainbow arcing over this moment will fade. Annoyances will creep up, someone will get on someone's nerves, and a spat will ensue. The bliss-busting realities of daily life will pull you away from the sweet moment. None of this makes the swell of beauty and happiness in this card any less authentic. It's still very authentic. The 10 of Cups popped into my life only this morning. After my 17-month-old son finished his morning bottle, he rolled around in bed where we lay, alternately growling and giggling, giving me spontaneous if painful kisses, his hard plastic binky still jammed into his mouth. So just that idealized look of everything is happy. Again, that's really easy. When you pull this card and you feel like your life is not this. Hold on. I'm just going to grab, because I think it's right here. Thought it was right here. Oh no, it's right here. Hold on, I'm coming. My nose is driving me crazy, so I'm grabbing grabbing one of my oils. Because duh, I can do that. There are no roses in the card, is there? Not in this card. Although there are in a lot of these cards, you will see a lot of roses. Doesn't it mean you're coming to money if it's your dominant hand? I can't remember. Left is receptive. So yes, if you get this card and you think, this is so not my life, then again, this is a time to look at your life a little bit differently. Maybe what we should be talking about is, what am I really grateful for? Hi, kitty. What is it that I feel like I'm not aware of that I should be? What is it that I'm ignoring that is really good about my life? Because the universe wants to help you. The universe wants to make you feel this way. And so, if you're not feeling like this, it's a signal to you to start changing your energy and making yourself look at your life in a different way, so that the universe can bring this abundant happiness to you. It wants to. It's like on the verge. Think of it as the universe standing there ready to pounce. Are you going to do the right thing? Can you be grateful for what you have so that I can then pull in some abundance in your life, abundance of joy and happiness and good energy? This is that kind of energy. So if you pull this card and really you're thinking, this is so not what's going on now, then think about starting to look at things differently. Think about purposefully pulling in some of that joy and abundance into your life. Make sense? I'm going to pull out Natalie Oh my goodness. I'm losing my mind. Natalie Meraki. Natalie Meraki does a couple great decks. And I've been meaning to pull out her decks for teaching. As a man thinketh, so is he. Yes. This one is from the Mood Tarot. The Mood Tarot, Natalie Meraki. You see, this one says, I love you so much, gang. Perms for everyone. So this is her funny deck. She swears in this deck. This is an adult deck. But it makes you laugh a little. So, and I love to laugh. So, of course, I like, I'm going to try to pull this deck out more. It's very Rider Waite. And then this is from her Young Witch Tarot. And this is a great deck for beginners and anyone learning. This is a great deck. It's great for children. I sold this deck today. That we still have some at the shop if you're interested in this deck. It is a deck for children, but also for beginners, for people who are learning the tarot. So every card has a little poem on the bottom of it here. And this one says, everything is wonderful, my family life complete. Just watch my children dancing. Don't they look so sweet? So if you are pulling cards and you are new to pulling cards and you get this card, you're going to be able to at least read a little bit of what this card means, right? Because the little poem on the bottom, there's no nudity at all in this deck. So even like the star card has a little slip dress on. So it's a really good deck for kids. But I figured I'd start to pull that one because it's a good deck for learners too. Okay. So I have a couple different sections of cards. Let's look at some different ones. The first section is what I'm going to call the rainbow cards. All of these cards, if you missed the beginning of my video, rainbows are a big thing with the 10 of Cups cards. It's very difficult to find cards. I could have pulled 100 probably different decks that had rainbows in them. Rainbows and cups and all that. And some of them are very pretty, don't get me wrong. But they're very alike. So some of the rainbow kind of decks, I'm going to pull. This is the Everyday Witch. And no, the rainbow isn't above them. But here's the Happy Family. The cat laying down. They're sitting down. The rainbow is in their blanket that they are on. That is such the typical 10 of Cups cards. Here's the rainbow, happy couple, happy family. This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. And again, we're going to go through this section pretty quickly because they're very similar. Nothing wrong with them. They're wonderful. They're easy to read. There was a double rainbow outside my apartment 30 minutes ago. Woohoo! 10 of Cups kind of moment. But very similar to each other. This one is the deck I love to hate. Hi, Rowena. This one is the Light Seers Tarot. Again, here they're sitting in the rainbow. Sitting in the rainbow. Here we have the Rainbow of Cups. The children dancing. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. But it is the typical rainbow, happy-go-lucky family. Everything is wonderful. Okay? Again, Light Seers Tarot, very similar. This one is a little bit different. This is the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. But again, happy-go-lucky family. This one happens to be probably family that they chose because they're very different from each other. But rainbows, happy-go-lucky. This is, again, probably tribe or family that they chose to be around. But rainbow and cups. And dancing and yay, everything's happy-go-lucky, woohoo! Very similar. New moon phases on the robe, so very likely are a coven. Exactly. Happy coven. This one, I like this one. It's, again, a little bit different. This is the Vision Quest. Vision Quest. This is fulfillment. And I love, you see in the waterfalls, like her children and stuff are in the waterfalls. But here we have the rainbow. The emotions are falling through this gorgeous scene of pretty and happy-go-lucky and everything's wonderful, abundant times, joy, a little bit different, fulfillment, but the rainbow's there, that image of joy and happiness, same thing, right? This one is the Fantastic Menagerie. This is a Baba Studios deck. I let a little bit different, but again, rainbows. We have, these are honeybees. So a family of honeybees. And here, you know, the honeybee children, and mama is feeding them bread as they walk out the door. I love the Fantastic Menagerie Tarot. But again, very similar. At least it's a little bit different. Really cute, but very similar. Fantastic Menagerie, rainbow, happiness, family, very similar. Very easy to read. So this is one of those cards that across almost any deck you get, hopefully you'll be able to look at this and go, oh, this is that 10 of Cups. Happy family, emotions, wonderful feeling, joy. This one is the Urban Tarot. Love it. At least they show a different kind of family. Here we are at the Pride Parade. And I have to say, I do kind of love that she's copping a feel. But again, rainbow dresses, right? Rainbow dresses, rainbow balloons. We're at the Pride Parade, so there's rainbows everywhere. At least, you know, it's a little different kind of family. And I love that she's copping a feel. That's great. Talk about happy emotions. Gotta love it. Family and fortunes to come. Exactly. Okay. This next section of cards, this is what I call the happy family section. So again, we have rainbows, and then we have, okay, maybe not rainbows in the background, but at least happy family. This one is the Muse Tarot, and here we have the dancing and how apropos for the May Day season. Exactly. Woohoo! Copping a feel for Beltane. Here we have a dancing coven, a dancing tribe, a dancing group together. A little bit rainbowy, but not quite the rainbow anyways. But this is joy, happiness, the water underneath here. So the emotion of joy, very pretty card. Maybe the Felt Lady's pregnant. She could be. Absolutely. She could be pregnant. For sure. I prefer to think she was copping a feel. Is there something wrong with her copping a feel? That is the Muse Tarot. This one is the Universal Celtic Tarot. And again, happy family. I happen to love this one because the tree. Pray go not prehistoric. I figured, Estelle. The overflowing abundant cups. Jen's mind is a dirty place. Well, I run a weekly show called The Nooner. I teach about, sex and magic. Beltane is coming, which is all about fertility and abundance and getting it on. Yes, yes, yes. So I love the Universal Celtic, Tarot is a great deck. I really enjoy all of these. And lots of crystal penises. Exactly. I sell big, little, all kinds of crystal penises when I go on my Nooner. This one is, and I know I'm not really reading any of the books yet. Hold on. I did have some of them ready to read. Here, I'll read this one. This one is The Witch's Insurrection. And I usually like what it's saying. The grabs are fine as long as they are consensual. Absolutely. For sure. Here is, so we have a little booty. Here is the Witch's Insurrection deck. Love this deck. The 10 of Goblets. 2 figures embrace under a ribbon that holds 10 goblets. They are looking into the distance, rising on tiptoe with excitement and anticipation. They have found love and harmony, and as they look towards the future, it appears to be as bright as the present. Their love is strong, and they are in harmony with each other. Their unity has made their shared life beautiful. The 10 of Goblets encourages you to celebrate the love in your life, whether it's romantic, platonic, or both, and reminds you to approach your relationships from the best part of yourself. Love, love, love. Again, one of my favorite decks. I do love that deck. You can laugh at me if you want, but every week I say that, right? It's a great deck. God, I must have an allergy. You know what it is? I had to turn the heat on out here. And I swear, I'm allergic to heat. I'm such a Viking that my body is like, what? Heat? Don't turn the heat on. I'd rather just be cold. This is the Tarot Fauna deck. I haven't used this in a long time because I used it so much in the first tarot study, but I really love this card with the otters. Here the little otter family is together. So this is the 10 of Shells, and this is Tarot Fauna. Such a cute card. I hate the heat too. My husband is always cold, and so it's a battle, right? I know. Actually, I'm probably going to turn it off because I would rather have the heat off. Ow, ow, ow. And do this all the time. Okay, and the last one in this category anyway is this is the Oak, Ashen, Thorne deck. And of course I had to show this one because, hello, they're squirrels. And look, they have hearts on them. See, the cups are the acorn shells. What a cute card. Squirrels. This is the Oak, Ash, and Thorne deck. Squirrels with heart-ons. Ah! That's a good one. Oak, Ash, and Thorne. Such a cute card. I had to do that one because of the squirrels. Okay, and then these are either, our last couple of cards that we normally do. How's my back? My back is better. It has localized now, and now I know where it's coming from. It's my right sciatic nerve. And so it's literally like the right side of my upper ass. It's truly annoying and painful, but I can deal with pain as long as it's not that horrible stuff I was going through last week. Okay, so these are a little bit different at least. They're not like all the same damn thing over and over. This one is the Baba Studios Alice deck. Love, love, love this card. This is, again, fairly similar. The family you choose, having a celebration. At least, it's a little bit different. It's not the family. Everything is wonderful and stuff, but it is a big tea party celebration. Lots of very colorful, we have the great hair. We have the dormouse. I think the dormouse is in here someplace. The stopwatch from the white rabbit. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I think I see him way in the front there. Is that the dormouse? In the corner of the table. Did you see there's going to be a mass market deck based on Disney's Alice in Wonderland? Of course I saw. I already have it pre-ordered. Is that? Yes, I do. I have that one pre-ordered. Hi, Crimson Moon. This is a chosen family over blood family. Exactly. The quirky tea party. More fun than a rainbow party. Absolutely. I know. I love this deck too. This is absolutely one of my favorite decks. I remember before they redid this deck, trying to find it. And it was thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. And I kept thinking, I'm going to have it. So someday I'm going to have to spend that much. And then I heard they were reprinting it. Whew. So I pre-ordered immediately. This is the Forest of Enchantment deck. Beautiful example. And a little bit different, although it's still family. But so pretty. Forest of Enchantment. This says, the melody of a gentle brook cascading into a pool draws you towards a moonlit glade, where you come upon a breathtaking sight, a family of star-dappled unicorns. The parents and their little one rest peacefully upon the velvet green, canopied by apple and cherry blossoms. A group of unicorns is known collectively as a blessing. The blessing of unicorns is not about worldly success or material well-being, but rather about soul fulfillment and bliss. There is an element of immortality in this card. This is joy that is timeless and eternal. No matter what happens, it is a spiritual touchstone. This card offers a vision of familial happiness, which can, of course, be any combination of people, not just two parents and a child. What matters is commitment to each other in unity and in harmony. If that doesn't seem to apply to your question, think about what would bring you long-lasting bliss. The unicorns offer their magic to help you realize your most beautiful visions. And what a gorgeous card, right? Very pretty. I'm going to ignore my nose, damn it. This is the True Black Tarot. And again, very different view, but also very relevant. And I thought I had pulled this one, but I don't see it. Different, but very relevant. Beautiful. The Bonestone, which of course we will read. I'll try to read fairly briefly here. The Bonestone is a little bit different. Kind of looks like the ace, right? That overflowing cup. This is called the Lunar Cup. The Wilds, if you look, it looks like the moon. See the Lunar Cup? The wild and ancient moon is a clever shapeshifter. At times of great power, when the moon is full and blood red, the lady herself steps forth, changing her shape to herald a sign. It is said the goddess herself drinks out of the sacred chalice. It is said that her lips touched its form. The mere sight of it is breathtaking. Those who walk the path of the old ways recognize such a sign in the sky. There is a quiet understanding. Those who know have many reasons to rejoice, for the lunar cup is no small sign. The lunar cup, or great chalice of the lady, marks the beginning of a time of peace in the world of chaos. It is the time to drink, love, and laugh in her name, rejoicing in the splendor of a cycle of harmony. Isn't that beautiful? Gosh, every time I read the Bonestone, it's just such a perfect, gorgeous, lovely deck. This one is, what is it called? The Circle of Life Tarot. This is one of the few round decks that I have. I love this card. It's so different. Very much happy-go-lucky. Very beautiful. Very joyful. Very different. Very different. but very, very beautiful, joyful, happy. Not into the Bonestone art. That's okay. This one is the Wildwood Tarot. Again, a little bit different here. This is the cup runneth over. This is the 10 of vessels, which is happiness. Here we have the waterfall going down, filling the cups at the bottom. So happiness. Happiness, happiness. I love the Wildwood. It's much more nature inspired than a lot of decks. So thought that was a worm squirting something out of his butt. Yeah, I agree. I like when a deck really moves me, or I really am like, oh, it's awful, I hate it. I would much rather that than just it's okay. Tarot of the Crown. I love the explanation for the Tarot of the Crown, so we are going to read that one really quickly. Rapture. I fall in her eyes, explode under her infinite hands. I hang between creation and destruction. I breathlessly await her final kiss. Stars upon stars, red and white for passion and truth, burst through and around a figure shaped like a star herself. A flow of red connects her head with her groin, with what cannot be seen. The 10 of Cups is the power of emotion to turn you inside out, to overwhelm your body with sensation, your mind with vision or delusion, and your soul with an epiphany beyond tongue to tell. It's as if all you've felt in your lifetime is concentrated into one moment. All you have ever loved, with all its pleasure and pain. Let the strength of it carry your heart to another level. The Tarot of the Crone. Love this. This is such, I don't know if I'm getting this tarot more and more because I am in my crone phase. But I every time I pull from this deck, I'm really connected. Love, love, love this deck. But again, to each his own. This one is the Majestic Earth Tarot. I haven't pulled this one in a while. 10 of Waters. Just a beautiful, happy scene. I like the Majestic Earth Tarot. It's very much their famous kind of landscape paintings. That cat is going back and forth and back and forth. And I really like this deck. Crone deck deep as fuck. I use it at new moons only. Get the tingles. Yeah, so much. Me too. I'm telling you, Emma. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm in my crone phase. I've had this deck for a couple, like probably 5 years. And I don't know if it's just because I'm in my crone phase now and it's really hitting me in a different way or what. Like I didn't see overlook of my forever home. Yay. What is that cat doing? You are freaking crazy pants. This is the Good Tarot. The Good Tarot. This is a Colette Baron Reed deck. Very happy, right? I love the smiling happy Buddha. Psycho. 10 of Water. Happy, happy, happy. The Good Tarot. This was on my list of spring decks. If you saw my spring decks video yesterday. This is, again, a wonderful tarot deck. I only use this for personal readings. I never read from this deck for anyone. This is a very in-depth and personal tarot. This is the Marielle. So I'll show this card up close first and then read it. It's a little bit different interpretation. Yeah, zoom. I know it. She's a little nuts today. The Ten of Swords. No, the Ten of Cups. Memento vivere. Remember to live. When the Lamb opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come." Then another horse. Sorry, my arthritis is getting to me today. Ow. Let me switch hands. Maybe that'll help. Then another horse came out. A fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth and make men slay each other. To him was given a huge sword. We recognize that we possess a divine spark from God inside us. God's, divine, however you say it. But is it possible that we also have a small piece of the abyss of chaos? The Ten of Cups is the wheel of water, the ever-changing fortunes of the heart. The red horse is the heart, his thundering hooves, the smooth beat of the turning wheel, which pumps the blood, drawing in and pushing out the ancient bloodline. Every one of us, suddenly my arthritis is making my whole hand do this. Like the old lady claw. Oh, damn it. Getting old all at once. Damn it. Every one of us rides this horse in our short lives. As stewards of the royal blood, it passes through us and to our children, and from them to their children. The mother and child are memento mori, which in Latin means to remember your mortality. Death comes for each of us equally and often without warning. One should always be prepared for it and should live life to the fullest every day. Carpe diem. Love, joy, relationships, emotions, peace, interconnectedness, and their opposites, war, loss, grief, sadness, suffering, separation, all are part of the wheel of water and make up the whole spectrum of the experience of being alive. Yin yang, yes, yin yang, light and dark, absolutely. Have to have some darkness to make the light mean anything. Exactly. Hi, Donna. So, very powerful card. That's Marielle. My left hand. Enough of this falling apart. Oh, there's the true black. Oh, well. I'm not going to go backwards. Next is the Tarot of Nakedness. The Sabbath Tarot. Be aware there's nakedness. I don't think there's full frontal in this one. It's basically booties. My body is miserable, but you know, I have to keep enduring, right? You have to keep going. Just because my hand wants to go into a claw like a ridiculous. Okay, here we go. The Sabbath Tarot. Here we go. Pretty booties. When witches come together, united, their power intensifies to a profound degree. Here, at the meeting of two witches, whether individuals or a meeting of the material and spiritual self, they stand before a set of stairs that ascends to the Lord of Witches. So see I don't know if you can see that. See the goat, the Lord of Witches at the top of the stairs? The goat of the Sabbath, who is the king of the witch flame, illuminating the mysteries. The witches share the vessel of knowledge that leads them up the stairs towards their destiny. The ascension brings them untold happiness and prosperity. When witches come together, there's a lot of power to use. Woohoo! That's a nooner saying if I ever heard one. Yes. So again, the only problem I have with these booties, I have to say, like this one's okay, but this one doesn't it, and maybe it's just me. To me, it looks like he's had implants, you know, the booty implants. And I want my booty natural. Like, can we have a natural booty? I don't want it to look like a big booty. If it's not supposed to be a big booty. I don't mind if you have a big booty, but that doesn't look natural to me. That looks like implants. It's too like firm and looks like you could bounce a quarter off of it. And that's not necessarily a good thing if it's too big. It is a lot. That's me on top. Woohoo! Nope. All right. Do you say that all the time, Leon? That's me on top. Not to mention he probably waxed his pucker. I know, right? Muscular. I don't mind. See, I don't mind the muscular booty. That at least it's proportional. That looks totally like implants to me. All right. Beautiful. We only have a couple more. You're doing great. We're a little over an hour. Here is one of my favorites of this card because it's so different. Love, love, love this. This is the Gaian Tarot. And this is, look at the salmon. See the salmon running? And then see the decaying salmon on the edge? This is the Gaian Tarot. The salmon cycle of descent and return is one of the most inspiring stories found in nature, whether you approach it as pure science or as spiritual metaphor. Very simply, baby salmon are born in freshwater streams and swim downriver to the sea where they grow to adulthood. If they're not eaten by orcas or whales or caught by fishermen, they make their way back upriver to the same stream where they were born. There, they turn bright red color as they spawn, laying eggs that will become the next generation. Then they die. Their bodies rot, and what isn't picked over by ravens and eagles is composted into the soil, turning it into fertile ground. So the cycle of happiness, the cycle of happiness in family, happiness in life. To know that you are part of this cycle of happiness. So this card says that this card has a much deeper meaning than just la la la, what a wonderful world, right? This card says just to be happy that you are in the midst of this cycle of life that we're in. Be appreciative of being here in the cycle. No matter what part of the cycle you're in, you are truly a part of the cycle of life. And how wonderful to just be able to stand back and say, yes, I'm a piece of that cycle. No matter what piece you feel like you're in. Hi, Justin. How beautiful. It's, you know, that's easier said than done. Sometimes when you're in the midst of it, if you're the decaying and rotting fish, it's hard to say, yay, I'm in the cycle. But if you can step back enough, again, yeah, kind of Wheel of Fortune vibe in that sense, to step back and say, whoo, what a miracle that I'm here in this time and place, in this universe, in the place, in the time-space continuum that we're in, that I get to live this life, that I can contribute to the joy and prosperity and abundance and happiness in life in whatever way I'm contributing. And that then, once again, that the secret, the law of attraction says if you can look at things that way, that's the universe will bring that back to you. The universe senses that, sees that. That's the energy that you're putting out is the joy and abundance of life. And it will bring you more abundance of life. About to create something brand new, right? If we can only try to look at it that way, then the universe says, yes, let's get her something different now. Yes. Sharing that good-bad duality with a tribe. Yes. To have the ability to be there in that. Absolutely. The Arc Tarot and Oracle deck is the Seal, which says lasting happiness and success and divine blessings. That word blessings comes through in a lot of these cards. Blessings, for sure. Finally, one last story. The Everyday Enchantment Tarot with its story time card. The universe always provides. It does. Here's the Everyday Enchantment. We'll kind of look at it. This is one of those typical rainbow families. Woohoo, everything is lovely. All right, I have to say that kid, never mind. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say that he kind of looks like a Frankenstein. I'm not going to say it. Okay. After trials, tribulations, and tests, being tossed on the storms of existence, my family has arrived in safe harbor at the home of our dreams. And now, well, we live happily ever after, of course, and we hope you do too, because it's a wonderful life, isn't it? And all's well that ends well. He's a little dickhead. Yes, he kind of is. Unfortunate haircut. Yes. Jeff from the Tattooed Spirit. Hello, Jeff. Welcome. Jeff, I have told all of my people to go to your channel. You haven't, I know you've been busy with COVID and everything like us all, but the videos that you've been putting out lately, I am adoring and I'm learning. And again, I love when something new comes up and you kind of get that zest for life again, that you're thinking, oh, I'm learning something new. I love it. She really, really praises you so much. I do. I know. People think I have a crush on you because I'm like, really, you have to go and look at his videos because they're so good. So yes, I have been like learning all about Ra's Law 1 and all kinds of stuff. You put me down a rabbit hole that I was like, this is great. I love this. Now you just want to take a chunk out of it and live it. So yes. Everybody, I will say it again, go watch Tattooed Spirit's videos. He's been putting out some great stuff lately. Lots more Love One stuff coming. Woohoo! I love it. I love it. So that is the last one for the 10 of Cups. You guys should collaborate sometime. I know. And, it's funny. Jeff and I are like kindred spirits in a lot of ways, but both of us are very busy people. So we've talked about it before. It just hasn't happened. 10 of Cups. So again, just the basic comes down to, what do you want the universe to give you? And if you pull this card, I know we'll have to talk about it because I love your videos and I would love to collaborate on something. We'll have to talk about and think about what we can collaborate on. What kind of vibe are you putting out? That's what you want to pull back in. If you pull this card and you think, fuck that, this is not happening for me. Why isn't it? Then what is that energy that you're putting out that the universe does not recognize it and is not giving you back this? If you're pulling this and you're thinking, this is just not what's going on, well, why not then? What about your attitude? What about you is not telling the universe you want that abundance, joy, that zest for life back? Put out that into the universe and the universe says, yes, give it back. I want it to come back. Let's give her more abundance. Let's give her more joy, because obviously that's what she's loving. Focus on that which you want, right? Yes. I know I'm a sarcastic pain in the ass. So I hear you, people. I totally hear you. I have had times in my life where I pulled this card and thought, no way. This is not it. This is not what's going on. But again, Look at the guy in tarot. That was the perfect example. That cycle of life and just to be able to be on this planet at this point in time and contributing to the universe that is happening, this enlightening period, this phase of enlightenment that we're going through, no matter what phase you're in, to be able to contribute to that, put that energy out. Hell yeah. Thanks, Brandy. Put that out into the universe, and that's what you can expect back. Right? Just subdetected spirit. Kay, you will love him. I just love him. Just love him. All right, let's go through before and after real quick. So right before this, what was going on right before this? A rainstorm. See? When we talk about life isn't always perfect, happy-go-lucky, sunshine and roses, sometimes we're going through it. This card can always mean it's time to manifest the beat. They are running for their lives. Here there's storms and rain and crap coming down on them. But as long as they know that they're happy and lucky to be there, eventually that sun shines, right? Life gives you rain as well as rainbows. Absolutely. Insert any number of, sayings and phrases. Silver lining in the clouds. In every cloud lies a rainbow, all that happy-go-lucky crap. We love it. After. What's happening after? When we're looking at this. Ooh, look, we get a bonfire. A beautiful night sky. So it doesn't end with this. If we continue to pull that abundance and joy and happiness out of life, we start to get, even the night is happy. We get a bonfire, and now we have a sleeping cat, and the children are resting. And now we have another generation. The grandfather has come through. Looks like a great night, right? Beltane night, maybe? With your family. It's beautiful. Whoops, wrong one. And then, looking at if this is... I know, I love that opening it up to not just your family now, but more people. And you're attracting, and what happens? You're attracting the abundance and joy. The more abundance and joy, the more people are going to, if you're walking around and saying, whoa, life is grand. This is freaking awesome. What happens? People are like, awesome. What's awesome? What do you think? What do you believe? Why are you so happy? People start to gather to you. If you come out and you're like, oh, life sucks. What's her name? Debbie Downer. My life is horrible. Nobody wants to talk to that all the time. I'm not saying you can't go through a bad time. We all go through shit. But it's how we look at our lives. What are we grateful for? What do we really want to pull in? Especially if you're a spiritual person and you're trying to be as one with the universe as you can be. We kind of have to look at that like, hey, what do I want? If I'm pulling people, if I want to turn people, which it's not really what I'm about, but if I want people to recognize the abundance of the universe, like I feel like, then yes, I want to pull people in. And how do you do that? You do that by teaching about the abundance and joy and laughter and fun. And that's how to get people to listen to what you're saying. All right, so if this is the front of the card, what does it look like from behind? Same thing. This is not one of those cards that's really super exciting. Now we have a dog involved at least. But yep, we see that from behind. And from the other side, look, they have another house here on a hill or the barn or something. The kids are still dancing. And now we have a dog that we can see. Nothing too exciting, but good nonetheless. Okay. Yay! Another card bites the dust. Look at where we are, guys. This is everything we've done. This is all we have left. We are so getting there. I love it. This is what's done. This is all we have left. So exciting. Woohoo! Let's see what card we're going to learn about next week. And it's weird to shuffle this. It's this few cards. There isn't many left. It doesn't feel like there's enough cards there. Queen of Fart Lips. No, Queen of Fart Lips. I know my Dana hasn't been on. I'll have to message her and find out what's been going on. Okay, next week. 9 of Pentacles. Back to Pentacles. Now this is, my goodness, the last, 3 or 4 out of the last 4 or 5 cards have been Pentacles. So it's a lot about material manifestation, wealth, the stuff of life. 9 of Pentacles. Love this card. And it's good because it'll show us some of the differences. We had the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 and 7, I think. 6 and 7. And then we went to the 10 of Cups. And now we're back to Pentacles. Pentacles needs to be pronounced like Hercules. Pentacles. The Bird Lady card. Woohoo! Right? I love how somehow this cool bird that has the helmet on, you know, shows luxury. So 9 of Pentacles. Next Tuesday, we're going to be doing the 9 of Pentacles. Thursday. We have Rune Thursday this week on Thursday. I can't remember what rune we're going to learn, and I don't have it out right now. But we're learning a rune this Thursday. Yeah, the struggles of a lockdown economy. That's true. That's true. Go get vaccinated, guys. Please, please go get vaccinated. The Hugo rune. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. And I will be finishing up this series on spring decks. We're going to do indie decks and oracle decks for spring. And then this weekend, I'll be starting my Beltane series, talking about Beltane. It is a lot of Bum Chicka Wow Wow. There is a lot of that. Go ahead and go have sex in the fields. But what is that for? What is it about? That yes, they literally used to go have sex in the fields. But why? Because it was abundance, bringing in fertility and abundance in all of life. So that's what we're going to be learning about. Beltane. And the Fae are coming back. The veil between the Fae world and our world is really thin at Beltane. It is the thinnest. I don't know how you do it, Mama. I pulled over 20 decks yesterday. It was too much for me. Yeah, it's a lot, right? To remind the fields how to produce crops. Exactly. To remind the fields. Just like, you know, they used to dance until the sun came back up after Yule and the longest night because they thought, oh no, the sun is going to forget how to shine again. They used to dance to remind the sun to come up with candlelight and all that. They used to have sex in the fields to say, look, this is how you create fertility and abundance and produce more and more. Makes sense, right? My husband waits all year for this one. Is this the one? Do we get to go outside? Can I ask you a quick question? Of course, Leanne. What's that? Yes, yes. Better make sure to shave my legs, right? Ask away, Leanne. Did we do the Magician yet? Let me check. I'll show you what we have not done. I know you're a Reiki Master. What are your thoughts on color therapy? 2 of Pence, 2 of Swords, 4 of Pence, 10 of Swords, the Devil. Love that card. The 8 of Pence. Ooh, a lot of Pence. We save Pence a lot for last. The Knight of Swords, 8 of Cups. See, now that's just kind of sad. I love this. This is one of my favorite cards. The 9 of Swords. That's one of my favorites. The Nightmare card. The Magician. We have not done the Magician yet. 10 of Pence. Look at all these Pence. 5 of Pence. The Tower. Love the Tower card. The 4 of Wands. The 3 of Pence. Holy cow. What did we like save all the Pence? And the Ace of Cups. That's what we have left. That's it. So what do I think of color therapy? I think color therapy can be an important part of healing. I agree with color therapy. Because I believe in the chakras. I see when I do Reiki, I see different colors coming up to heal from Mother Earth or Father Sky. I see those colors. I see those colors surrounding that area. So I think color therapy is an important part. Just like when I talk about I'm a witch and I do spells. What is a spell? That is, to me, using everything in your power to build that intention before you release it. So what does that mean? Sights, so color. Sounds, you can use music or hertz of sound or percussion. You smells, tastes, use as much of that as you can to build that intention up before you release it. So absolutely, I think color therapy is a great help in healing because your body is able to heal so much more than you think it can. And you want to surround yourself with as much of that healing energy as you can before you release it. Red is a very empowering color. Perfect. I need to update my Mama Squirrel's Tarot Lesson YouTube playlist. I haven't been practicing much since October of last year. James, that's okay. I have to go on and put a lot of those into that playlist because I know I've missed some. And I will tell you that I lost one of the tarot videos recently. I think one of the Pentacles videos got deleted somehow because it was still in process or some weird thing. So I'm going to have to like re-record one of them. But you're so welcome. And I love you guys so much. Yeah, it had taken, literally, it was the week after I had done Tarot Tuesday, and it still said the week before was in process. So I was like, oh, it has to be done. So I just pressed delete it because I thought, oh, it must already be up. I thought it was a mistake, and it deleted the previous week's video. I was really upset. I was like, oh, I can't believe it. But I'll do something quick. So you too, Jeff. Everybody take a look for real at Jeff's channel, Tattooed Spirit. I'm loving the stuff he's doing. Really exciting, cool, interesting stuff lately. I love you guys. I will see you next week or in 2 days if you're coming to the rune studies, or maybe tomorrow if I decide to come on for the spring decks. All right. Love you. Have a great night.